Hi, welcome to Big Jim's house. Our bonus track on Monday, 420. Go ahead.
Woo! 420!
Let's get line one.
That was my skull.
Yeah.
I'm so wasted.
There are so many weed drops. For example, you get a gummy.
How long is this going to take?
Yeah, I could do this all day. For example, your first time smoking one.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Oh, I could just keep going.
All right,
Yeah,
I like
420. It goes back to like a high school thing. I was telling Jenny earlier, we were talking about, it goes back to like a high school thing where
in
it was a time to
70s.
meet. Yeah, it's not new. It's just, it's different now. Although coming into the station this morning, I drove by a dispensary on 9 Mile.
Mm-hmm.
And the parking lot was full at like 4 a.m. I look over, I'm like, oh yeah.
Dang it, 4:20 in the morning. It was
Yeah,
full.
yeah, absolutely. Out celebrating. How do you celebrate? Go to work baked?
You go everywhere baked. You go to work, you go to home, you sit on the toilet baked, you eat your food baked, you go to the doctor's baked, you go everywhere baked. Any responsibility you
you're
have
thinking?
for the day. Yeah. Except
about
for me
no?
right now, I'm super sober.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I wanted to get to Mark Norman. Mark Norman's one of my favorite comedians, and he was talking about this a couple of years ago.
Now, when I was young, everybody smoked cigarettes when they drank. That's kind of over. Anybody here still ripping butts? Hey, all right, got a couple. You guys are rare now. When I was a kid, everybody smoked. My mom, my grandmother. Now smoking's like kind of shameful. And then weed used to be a drug, used to put you in jail. Now weed got its medical degree and turned its life around. Right? Those two completely traded places. You want to smoke a cigarette now, you got to go out in an alley behind a dumpster. People are like, what are you doing over there? You're like, I'm paying a hooker. I'm not smoking, I'll tell you that right now. Then on the flip side, you could pop an edible at noon, like, hey, I have anxiety. Whoa. Those two flip. Weed's everywhere now. It's borderline healthy. How do you punish a kid for smoking weed these days? I got caught smoking cigarettes. My dad made me smoke the whole pack. It was hell. What do you do with a kid with weed now? Hey, Timmy, we found a roach in your room. You got to smoke this whole eighth. You'd be like, well, put on The Office. We're going in.
It's funny, too, like when you're in a bar somewhere and you can see people have got their vape pens.
Yeah.
Because everybody looks like they have arthritis. You see like some 23-year-old, they got the claw, they're going, you got a vape pen? No,
I'm just...
And it's like, nobody walks like that. He's not wrong, though. He used to, I mean, if you smoke a cigarette, what are you going to do? I'm going to go out and smoke a cigarette. You piece of garbage. What are you doing smoking a cigarette? But
now weed, it's like, it is very communal. It like brings people together. You make a lot of good bonds over it. So
yeah, but you don't remember any of the bonds.
No.
Oh, I've been around some baked people that couldn't remember where their shoes are, man.
Yeah, even some real crazy
altered
people.
folks. Yeah. You know what? It's cool. I always wonder though, and this is horrible to say, and but it's true. The old school marijuana perception, the Cheech and Chongs, all that stuff, it doesn't help.
Right.
It doesn't help because and they're awesome.
The lazy,
Tommy's been on the
brainless
show.
stoner, the silly stoner
Exactly.
persona.
We all play to that same thing. You're never really going to move forward all the way until those guys just quit going out and doing appearances and stuff.
You think? You think Cheech and
100%.
Chong is holding us back?
I don't like stoner movies because I think it gives the wrong perception. Like Pineapple, you can go Pineapple Express and all that stuff. I mean, you think about all the stoner movies.
Yeah, right.
And you stop and go, all right, I get it. But at the same time, I'm kind of going, you're not really helping the idea to mainstream it.
Yeah, let's see a productive stoner movie's life. Let's see a stoner who's productive,
Do you know how many men and women that are going to work in right here in southeastern Michigan that popped a gummy?
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Come on now. You
do it
yeah.
4 to 5 days a week. Coming
4
in the
to
studio.
20 days a week.
Yeah. You know, she didn't say no. You're supposed to say no when someone says that.
No, I would never.
Okay.
That's crazy.
We don't drug test here. So, moving on to WrestleMania, which, as we're doing this on a Monday, it wrapped up yesterday. How many hours did you watch of that for over 2 days?
I think it was like 4 hours total, about something like that. A little bit over. Man.
McAfee.
Jelly Roll is here! A man also McAfee's McAfee. Jelly Roll on the Spanish announce table. Jelly Roll, an elbow, driving Pat McAfee halfway to hell.
Now go give him the one-on-one fight they came to see. Go give him the fight they came to see.
Okay. You ain't never going to get Jelly Roll has way too much fun. And now that he's lost all that weight, he is going to show off every year at WrestleMania. And I know he's your favorite wrestler there.
Yeah, he's my favorite. I like when WWE brings out the celebrities, and they did have a couple different celebrities here, but something about the Jelly Roll and Pat McAfee feud, it just doesn't hit for me. It just didn't do it for me. I don't know.
Well, now that they're back on ESPN, McAfee ain't going nowhere.
No.
Because he is the flagship of ESPN right now, so he's going to be in the middle of all this.
Yeah, he was doing commentation for WWE for a little while, but then he stopped. He said he wasn't in. He said the schedule was too crazy or something. He's like, they do it every day. I'm like, yeah, dude. Like, so he stopped for a little while.
But I'm sure the folks at ESPN said, if we're going to get the rights to this, your ass is coming back here to do it.
Oh, that's
So
true.
WrestleMania, though, the reviews I've read, and I caught a little bit of it. I didn't catch too much. Had a pretty busy weekend, but most people said it sucked.
Yeah.
Be honest, no, you don't have to be not. You're hedging. You see, you're being all PC because the mics are on and the camera's on. Talk like you did before this.
All right, WrestleMania was not good this year,
Good.
man.
Thank you. You're not hurting anyone's feelings. They made enough money.
There's no reason there should be a less than 10-minute match at WrestleMania, especially for one of the biggest women's buildups of like ever of the year. I'm like, dude, where are we going with this?
How long was it? Like 6 or 7
It
minutes?
was 6 minutes, 55 seconds. Like, what are you talking about?
So that goes, I was telling you though, when Undertaker had his run in WrestleMania when he would win every year, there were matches like that. We'd pay-per-view and then you'd wait for the rest of him to come out and he would just take somebody and pin him like in 2 minutes and you're like, he chokeslam him straight to hell and you're like, that was it? Okay, cool.
And I get it. I don't know. It's just like recently WWE, it's just not been as good as usual. It kind of reminds me of 2019, which was not a hot year for WWE either. So it's kind of going back to that. I'm hoping they can do some stuff. I don't know. The takeover at TKO and everything has been detrimental.
Do you like Cody Rhodes though?
I do like Cody Rhodes a lot, but there is not a single reason that Randy Orton should have won his 15th belt at WrestleMania.
Why is he getting the headline out of
crazy.
everything? I don't know why
because he's the corporate boy, which I do respect, and I like Cody Rhodes a lot, and I like his character, but it's like he has been champ for a ridiculous amount of time. Like, there's no reason Randy shouldn't have won that.
Okay, I've been friends with Brandy for a while, his wife, and I'll say this now. I am not a fan of Cody Rhodes as a champion. I think he's a fine wrestler and he's fun, but he's not the guy.
Yeah,
he's never been the guy for me. I just don't think he's the guy. I'd rather have Roman than I'd rather have Roman. There's a lot of other wrestlers I'd love to see than him. But anyway, so WrestleMania 42, still huge numbers are pulling that. While you were watching that, I was watching the sky for a drone again. Now here in Detroit, drone delivery is a thing. We have like 3 of these warehouses around here. So it started a couple months ago. And I remember, like, I live in Waterford, and it was in Pontiac at their big warehouse, but it was right outside. It was like maybe a mile. I could see the radius. I'm like, damn it, I can't get there. And then one day it opened up. So I'm like, drone delivery. And then we're waiting. And then like an hour before it's supposed to be there, canceled. So I can actually hear this music. So,
no, seriously.
So I go to order some stuff over the weekend, and it says drone delivery, 2:30 p.m. I'm like, yeah, it's on. It's on. So then run around. I'm going to make sure I get back to the house on Saturday. I want to see the drone.
Get ready for the drone, yeah.
And get another note. No, I got switched to regular delivery.
Aww.
That's twice. Now, I bring this up because there's a lady, I don't know where she is. This teacher put a whole video up about, if you've never seen drones, you ever seen a drone actually deliver to somebody's house?
I have not.
Here she is. Hold on.
I live in an Amazon drone delivery area, and I just recently posted this video. The number one question is, what if it's something fragile? Really fragile things won't be delivered by drone. However, I saw that I can order a tranny syrup, and it will come by drone. So the question is whether it's a glass or a plastic bottle, but here's the deal. It does drop from 10 feet in the air, so a plastic bottle also seems like that might be kind of fragile. Package is here. Let's see how it survived. Oh, everywhere. It's definitely broken. What should we order next?
Yeah, the bottles that you get, like when you're doing flavored coffees, you know, you see them, and you work at a restaurant, everybody's got them. Yeah, and just shattered it.
Yeah, I believe it. 10 feet in the air?
Yeah.
Why can't it just bring it down gently and go
There's
back
got to be
in the
rules.
air?
The safety rules probably. They don't want to go that low in case somebody goes underneath it. I mean,
True,
you still
but
got
safety rules and dropping a package 10 feet is crazy.
Oh, there's nothing safe about this. There's nothing safe about this. This is literally something that Wile E. Coyote would do. He's trying to kill the freaking Roadrunner. We did have some people on Facebook. They were talking about it. And one person in my neighborhood said, yeah, dude, our neighbor got it and they dropped it in his backyard. It's not where it was supposed to go.
Right, that's also what I'm wondering. What if you have, like, I don't know, what if your backyard floods and it just rained, or if you drops it in your pool or anything?
When you say I want drone delivery, it'll show you an overhead. And then it'll say that's where it's going to drop. So you can check and go, okay, that's cool. And then if not, you contact him.
So
But
if it's in the pool, you just kind of got to stand there and get ready to catch it.
I don't think they're going to do, you're not out there with a catcher's mitt. But after hearing that and seeing that video, I'm not sure that I want drone delivery.
Yeah, right. Drop it 10 feet. I don't know.
I'll still do it once.
Let's do it eventually.
I'll still
hopefully.
do it once. We'll see what's happening there. Randall texted me over the weekend about Purdue chicken. So 6-7 chicken nuggets. This is so stupid. Purdue is going to jump on it. They've got 6-7 nuggets. The nuggets are shaped like the numbers 6 and 7. They'll be sold at 3,000 Walmart stores starting May 1st. They will be gone in 20 seconds. Gone.
6-7 nuggets.
Gone.
I mean, honestly, they probably should have capitalized on that a few months ago, but I think it's going to make a comeback for sure once the 6-7 nuggets come out.
Well, this clip's going to make a comeback.
Hey, fellas, you want to know what time I woke up this morning?
What time?
Around 6-7.
6-7!
Did you guys do your homework last night? I tried to, but I got stuck on problem 6 and 7. 6-7!
I know, Butters, I know. Don't do it to me. It's too funny. Hey, Scott, how's your diabetes, man?
My diabetes?
Yeah, what's your A1C at?
6 point something.
6-7! So funny!
It's still funny, although I don't know who does it anymore.
So
Probably your
stupid.
little younger nephews and nieces still do it.
Honestly, they kind of moved on from it as well. I think we should bring it back.
Yuta birthday. Well, we are a classic
we
rock
are Yuta
station, so yeah. This other story I wanted to get into, and we'll talk about your friends. You really want to have the friends story?
Dude, yes.
Okay,
I'm
we'll get
sick
to
of it.
we'll get to it in a second, but I do want to mention this because of gaming. And if kind of figure 420, a lot of people get baked and they'll be playing games today. 91-year-old gamer. They call them welfare checks. If you don't know, for older folks maybe living alone, you have a welfare check. You go and you swing by occasionally, make sure they're okay. They're doing all right. Get your elbows off the thing and keep them. So, 91-year-old woman, Westlake, Ohio. Police receive a call and do a welfare check. Not answering the phones. Not answering the door.
Uh-oh.
They find her playing video games.
Oh.
Here it is.
783, garage door's open. We're gonna make entry. Vehicle's in the garage.
Everyone's a little bit alarmed that she was missing these contacts.
We're here with her now. She's playing video games in her bedroom.
Turned out to be all okay. Everyone got a good laugh out of it.
So one of these bubble pop games?
Yeah.
She was obsessed. She had to get a high score, and she just wasn't going to answer the phone or the door. She's like, leave me alone. I'm all in. And it's funny to me that, like, I think anyone who's ever gotten at gaming, is there a game that you just went totally just gone on?
Sims. Every time. I could go on there for 7 hours and not check a thing. And I'd be a blank body. That's so funny, though. Her just sitting there.
She was determined.
Dang.
Yeah, Madden for me.
Imagine you're at home and that's your mom and you're like, oh my God, my mom's not answering. Like, I'm so scared, like whatever. And then all she's doing is playing the bubble game. The
bubble popping, baby.
Game, dude.
When Madden would drop, we would go up to, I still am a Madden head, but when it really was like the game, I told you I had a friend of mine who actually, his company wrote Madden, so he would give me an early version of it. I'd get it like 2 weeks before it dropped, which was good and bad because I had to log offline. Because if you got online, remember, if you're online and somebody can see what game you're playing.
Yeah.
And I screwed up once, and I was playing Madden, and all of a sudden DMs just explode. People go, "Who are you? Where is this? Where'd you get that? Let me see." I'm like, "Oh, damn it!" Turned it off, and he called me going, "You got to turn your gamer thing off." So when Madden would get on and I could actually just play against somebody like the first day, all day. You can ask my wife, all day.
All day type of situation.
All day. I'd get home from work and I was like, I'm gone. I'd grab a pizza, I'd grab a 6-pack, and I would go upstairs and I would sit on the floor in our little apartment.
Yeah.
And I would sit with my PS3 or whatever it was, or PS4, on front of the TV, hitting the microphone myself, and the PS4, and just go 6-7 hours playing.
6-7 hours.
Non-stops, yes. Yeah, I didn't mean to do 6-7 there, but I guess I did. Yeah. So it's not, but this 91-year-old woman. That could have been really sketchy, like you said, and then she's all into a bubble pop game.
Yeah.
The only game we could ever get Kathy's dad to play was Wii Bowling.
Oh, that is a good game to get into, too, out of any game. Wii Bowling is awesome, dude.
He's like an 80-year-old guy. He's looking at it going, I'm not playing these video games. And once we got him bowling, he's actually pretty good at it. He would do Wii Bowling. Anything else, never. Yeah, he'd watch us play Fortnite going, what are you?
The Wii Sports is a lot of fun. Did you make him his own character?
No, I don't think we went that far. The fact that we got him to play a couple times was kind of like a big deal. Now, when I sat upstairs playing Madden, though, occasionally my wife would laugh at me because she could hear the rumbling from upstairs. If you're eating pizza and drinking beer and sitting on the floor in a small apartment, which was our first place when we got married, when you pass the gas, it reverberates through the apartment. It just does. The reason I mention that is not to be gross, is because you sure you want to do this?
I'm so triggered. Yeah, I'm 100% positive. This dude needs to be shamed. Seriously.
Go.
All right, so the other day I went to a Tigers game with my friend and her boyfriend, and he had a bunch of beers. And this is, like, I've hung out with him before, but this is the first time. I was sitting in the back seat with him. My other two friends were in the front, and he just started ripping farts. Bam, 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 like at least 10. And I was like, tried to keep it lighthearted. I was like, dude, this is a girl's car. Like, it was all girls in the car. I was like, you cannot be farting in here. Nobody wants to smell your butt particles. You know what I mean? So then, flash forward, a few days later, we have a bonfire at my house, and he's drinking beers again. I don't know. And he just starts ripping. I didn't say anything for the first 10 farts. The 15th fart, I was like, dude, you have stomach issues. And then you know what? He got offended. Him and his girlfriend defended his farts like, it's natural. You should see what I have to deal with when I come home and he's farting all day. I'm like, dude, I would never. It's not like, it was crazy. He was lifting his leg around a group of women to fart like 20 times. So.
How old is he?
I'm pretty heated on it. He's like 28.
No, he's not.
27, 28.
No, he's not.
Right?
He's
That's
12.
what I'm saying.
Dude.
Like, come on. If you are really passing gas that much,
one thing.
It's not normal.
If you're at home and you want to be that guy in your own house,
with your girlfriend
I
in your
can
house?
leave. No, you can leave. You're like, dude, I'm not doing this. I'll leave. That's one thing. But if you're a guest at somebody's house,
that's what I'm saying.
Or you're hanging out, you're in a car with a bunch of people and you're crop dusting everybody and you're proud of, was he doing the double guns?
He
was he
thought
like,
he was funny as hell. Like,
okay.
dude, come on.
That's not cool.
No.
You why don't you just walk him then? Go, hey, you got to go.
Dude,
walk him.
So
it's your house. It's you're living at home. Walk him out.
So
just say you got to leave.
Soon after, so we kind of got into a tiff about it because he kept going, and I was like, I ended up going off. I was like, it's not cute. It's not funny. It might be to your girlfriend. It's not to me. Farts are gross. I didn't grow up farting every 20 seconds of my life like you are, dude. So it's not normal to me.
You do understand that quote you just said. Randall's going to edit that, and that's going to be a drop in the 3 at 3. I grew up farting every 20 seconds.
No,
Don't do it, Scott.
You grew up.
You're
farting.
screwed. Yeah.
I did not, and I just can't relate to him, and it's just so gross to me. And she tried to defend him, and I was like, dude, you're about to be uninvited to everything I do. And she brings him everywhere. She's the type of girlfriend that always wants to bring her boyfriend everywhere. Like, I get it. Even a girl's day, she's like, oh, let's bring him. And I'm like, is he going to be farting? Because he is not allowed to come if he's going to be farting all day long. So I was pretty PO'd, actually, by the end of it.
Yeah, it was a PO. It was BO.
No, seriously.
Don't do that, guys. Guys, be better. Be better. Be better. Be better.
Be
You don't
better.
have to do that.
So you think I'm in the right? I shouldn't invite him anywhere else if he's going to be tooting like that?
What over? Yeah, if you're having a get together and I 100%.
It's ruining the vibe.
Guys call guys on it all the time. If I got someone, we all know someone who's that person, and we would call you on it and go like, dude, go see a doctor, get a spoon, something.
That's what I told him. I was like, you got to see a doctor.
You're nasty.
That's not right.
Just don't be nasty, especially around women.
Yeah.
That's just gross.
Especially around a group of your girlfriend's friends that are like what?
Did anybody else say anything or just you?
So no, not really. My other friend kind of did a little bit. My friend, she was a little bit uncomfortable. She was kind of laughing. She would laugh when I roasted him.
Or you're the one doing it, and you're blaming you treated him like the dog,
dude.
You're blaming this poor guy. That's why he was getting upset. He was like he was getting upset about it because you were blaming him like the dog.
Yeah, right. No, he was
lifting
his
because women don't do that.
Oh, do women fart?
No. Blame the dog.
Oh,
yeah.
Blame the dog. No, I don't even fart. Girls don't even fart. But guys, oh my God, he was getting so comfortable. Like he was pushing it out. Like imagine pushing a fart out in front of a group of girls. Oh my God.
Okay. Well, he's a kid. You're a kid. He's a kid.
So anyways, yeah.
All right. Okay. Don't give his name though.
No.
Yeah.
Should I?
No, don't give his name. He knows who he
Barney
is.
McFarterson.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my God.
Now you're the 12-year-old for coming up with that name.
Yeah, right.
Maybe he's intimidated by you guys, and that's it. That's how that's his coping mechanism.
That is the craziest. He needs to go to therapy if that's his coping mechanism. Dude.
We do. Does he double guns though? Does he point at you when he rips some?
He's proud. He's proud. He's
does
a proud
he double
farter.
gun? Does he do the double gun? He'll point at you and then let it go.
Okay, he didn't specifically double gun, but he's proud.
That's the next phase. When he starts double gunning, then you know you got a bigger issue there. So all right, well, you guys can chew on that or gas on that, whatever you want.
Choke on it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's nasty. That's nasty.
Good thing we got 420 to cover it up.
Okay. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is that what they call it, skunk weed? Okay.
Yeah, bringing it back together.
That's what it is. The dude is just getting baked at a Tigers game, and he's just ripping them to hide it. Okay. All makes sense now. Hey, thanks for the bonus track. Make sure you guys click the like button, subscribe here, and you can always send notes, bigjim@wcsx.com. See you.